Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel Pitch Tally, where we bring you the latest updates from the world of cricket. Today we have an exciting lineup of cricket headlines that are sure to keep you on the edge of your seat. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates from the world of cricket. So let's dive straight into today's top stories. Shai Hope admitted he was at a loss to explain West Indies' performances at the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup qualifier, following a defeat by Scotland, which ended their hopes of progressing to October's main event. Hope's side were beaten by 7 wickets in Harare and remain without a point in the Super Six, following group stage defeats against Zimbabwe and Netherlands, which were carried forward. The loss of early wickets again proved costly for West Indies, who slipped to 30 for 4 and 81 for 6, and slow starts were one of several issues Hope identified in the wake of their latest loss. Fielding has been another problem area for West Indies, who put down 10 catches in the group stage, including 5 against Zimbabwe. Those errors continued into the Super Six, and Scotland's Brandon McMullen became the latest batter to benefit in Harare, making a vital 69, having been put down on 21 to help steer his side home. West Indies had never previously been beaten by Scotland in an ODI, but knew they were facing dangerous opponents, having gone down against them at last year's ICC Men's T20 World Cup. They came through a nerve-wracking contest against the Scots in the 2018 ICC Men's Cricket World Cup qualifier, but the tables were turned this time around as McMullen, who also took 3 wickets, and Matthew Cross, 74 not out, made light work of chasing West Indies below par 181. Hope and new coach Darren Sammy have plenty of work ahead, but the captain is focused on finishing on a high in Zimbabwe, with matches against Oman and Sri Lanka to come as West Indies look to restore pride. Former India skipper Sourav Ganguly provided a straightforward take on the fierce rivalry between Team India and Pakistan ahead of the 2023 ODI World Cup. Notably, the BCCI released the eagerly anticipated schedule of the marquee ODI event, which is scheduled to kickstart on October 5th in India. The arch-rivals, India and Pakistan, will cross swords in a high-voltage clash on October 15th at the iconic Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. It is no secret that fans and the cricketers look forward to the big matches, and an India-Pakistan match just increases the excitement tenfold. However, former cricketer Ganguly opined on the matches between the two sides in the ICC events and stated that it has become rather dull as the men in blue have won one-sided on numerous occasions. Ganguly further acknowledged that Team India's fixtures against the Aussies tend to be a better match in the World Cup. Ahead of the ODI World Cup 2023, Ganguly highlighted that the current Pakistan setup led by Babar Azam could prove to be dangerous while playing on flat wickets. Furthermore, he said that the conditions usually suit their batters and bowlers, as they understand how to exploit it during the games. Former India skipper Sourav Ganguly highlighted that Team India will need to include a leg spinner ahead of the 2023 ODI World Cup. He further pointed out that the think tank will need to keep an eye on Yuzvendra Chahal, considering his consistency in the ODI and T20I formats. Notably, the 2023 ODI World Cup will commence on October 5th in India, as defending champions England will square off against New Zealand in the curtain raiser. As teams have begun ideating plans for the marquee event, former cricketer Ganguly voiced his stance on having a leg spinner in the setup, as Team India have varied options in terms of finger spinners. He further stated that the management will need to consider the likes of Yuzvendra Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav in the squad for the event to have an edge over other sides. In the 2019 ODI World Cup, Chahal featured in 8 games and added 12 wickets under his belt for the men in blue. However, the leggy failed to make the cut in India's setup for the 2021 T20 World Cup and did not appear in any match in the 2022 T20 World Cup. Ganguly remarked that fielding a wrist spinner helps while being up against heavyweight sides such as Australia, England and South Africa. He further backed his point by citing the 2011 ODI World Cup, wherein the men in blue included Piyush Chawla and Harbhajan Singh in the 2007 T20 World Cup. Legendary England batter Kevin Pietersen reckoned that Australia and Ben Stokes will think about the all-rounders' heroics in the 2019 Ashes Test at Headingley when they come out to battle on the final day of the ongoing test at the Lord's Cricket Ground. Stokes scored an unbeaten 135 off 219 deliveries in the second innings of the third Ashes Test in 2019, as England chased down the target of 359 with a wicket in hand. Joe Root, the then England skipper, also played a significant knock in the second innings, scoring 77 runs. The 43-year-old discussed the condition for both teams ahead of Day 5. Peterson believes that the pitch at Lord's is good for batting when the sun is out, according to the former cricketer. Former England Limited Overs captain Ewan Morgan, who was also present for the conversation, believes Ben Stokes will be the key for his side on the final day. The 36-year-old heaped praise on opener Ben Duckett, adding that he has been in excellent form and hopes that he and Stokes will forge a much-needed partnership on Sunday morning. He also lauded the Australian bowlers, saying they bowled exceptionally well. Notably, England were 114 at stumps on Day 4 and required 257 runs to win the second test with Stokes, 29 not out, and Duckett 50 not out at the crease. That wraps up our introduction to today's latest cricket headlines. We hope you're as excited as we are to dive into these stories. Remember to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates from the world of cricket. Stay tuned, because we're about to bring you all the action, drama and excitement that cricket has to offer. Until then, let the games begin.